I'm okay now. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, after that, 2017,
Yes.
I get back. When I got back, I
Yeah.
went and looked back. I looked for my girls, my girls in the laundry business, and what I found out was the other reason why it all didn't work out was the fact the girls were doing the same businesses.
Ah, they were
All of,
all doing the same thing.
they would either start market stalls or start with small cooking stalls, or they would start the sewing machines. So since they're in the same area, they would fight for clients.
Ah.
So if I don't get this client, then they would give up. The ones I had taken out of prostitution were going back to prostitution. The ones that I had taken out of bad situations had gone back from gender-based violence, had gone back to it. Then while I was watching some cartoon, Zootopia, I don't know if you watched Zootopia.
I love it.
So I really love animations. They're like my other USA thing. I love animation. So I was watching Zootopia, and this bunny, it wants to become a policewoman.
Yeah.
Like this small,
A tiny little bunny.
Exactly. Then I was like, after that I was thinking, but how can I make my girls believe that they are worth much more? There's so much in the world. There's so much with business they can do.
Yeah.
They can even
There
do
are
like
other things they can do.
yeah. Like I'm like, how can I challenge them to do like even male-dominated careers? Like they can do it. Then while I was doing that, after Zootopia, my Uber guy comes pick me up. We're having this conversation, and he was telling me he had done research about me and with the work that I was doing, and his dad owns a garage and a school teaching boys, and he wanted me to help the dad. Then I'm like,
The idea was like, okay, this is something different.
yeah, and I'm like, do you know what? I'm not going to help your dad, but I'm going to work with your dad. I want to get my girls do mechanics.
Okay.
Like, I don't know how that, he's like, I don't know how that's going to work out, but let me take you to him. So we go with him. He also was like, how is the society? And the society we're in is such Muslim based. How are you going to call girls to do mechanics? Covered Muslim girls. They're supposed to be cooking.
I'm actually trying to think if I've ever had a female mechanic before. I'm ashamed to say no. Okay.
Then I'm like, let's try it out. I got 5 girls. We trained them. They were into it. And then like, you go in the community dressed in your overalls. I even like designed them to fit their bodies, pink and blue. And then they created so much attention. Okay, at first it was negative. They would call them garbage girls or something like that.
No.
But it created conversation.
Okay, yes.
When the border guys would engage them like, hey, are you collecting a kasasu? I'm like, no. We actually do mechanics. We can even help you with your motorcycle. Then the border guys were fascinated.
Yeah.
People would stop them. So like a conversation would be coming to a crowd. Then people, literally mothers, fathers brought us their girls. Like I saw a lady walking. She was talking to a border guy. She was even checking someone's car. I want her to do this.
Okay.
The Girls with Tools was born. The Smart Girls with Tools was born.
Wow.
In 2017, I started the Girls with Tools program. Yeah.
And you've expanded it a bit more.
Oh, it has become so big. So we started with also 30 girls. We enrolled them in 2018. We had a little bit of support from the US Embassy. And then we enrolled them, but mostly in mechanics first. They did it so well. They 6 months. Then they graduate. Then we took them for internship for some garages. They were so good. Then next year, 2018, I enrolled now 60. I added welding, electricity installation. Oh my God, it was amazing. It was amazing. Now this year, I'm enrolling 100 girls.
Okay.
Okay, I'm like
a little scared.
Yeah, a little scared, but quite excited because the change I made in these ladies.
Yes.
This is like second chance education to them. Most of them are school dropouts.
Yes.
Most of them are teenage mothers. Most of them are in violent relationships with their border guys. Yeah, like it's a full second chance because I do not just give them the hands-on skills. They also do the soft skills. Then I put them in business and entrepreneurship training. I also give them life skills, give them
so
self-defense.
It's all round.
All round.
Self-defense classes.
Yeah, self-defense because they're going to a male-dominated career.
Yes.
So we notice when they're going, like men, like, because they're going to a big, harsh careers. So when they're doing like mechanics in like of a car somewhere random, and the guy tries to take advantage of them, give them a good tai chi. It has come in handy.
Have you taken any of those classes
Yeah,
yourself?
I'm not taking the mechanics and all the other courses, but I've taken my self-defense.
That is actually very important.
Yeah, it's
very
very
important and something that many times we don't even, pay attention to.
Exactly. It's just something very simple. The self-defense guy I work with, like, women do not know that we have so much to help ourselves. We believe we are weak, but the men are actually weaker. We just know, I know, right?
All right.
We just need to use a few of our things that we have in our disposal to show them that we are actually stronger. Yeah, like we like hold a baby for 9 months. Can a guy carry a baby for 9 months? And push the baby out.
And push that baby out.
And like breastfeed the baby.
Breastfeed. Get back to yourself.
And then you have to look. Oh my God, that is like the top of strong, emotionally, body-wise.
Yeah,
it's just
it is a narrative that we keep telling, women.
Exactly.
And a lot of women, even when they find themselves in those situations, they just freeze. You just freeze because you have no idea what to do.
But when you know a few things and think fast, trust me, that
and
girl
are
will be
aware
on
of
you.
what's going around
Exactly.
you. Yeah.
That girl will be on yours begging for help. And now the girls have learned that so much. I'm very grateful for him. So it's amazing. Yeah.
It's 100 girls.
Yeah, 100 girls this year.
2020.
So, I'm very excited for that. So while I was doing that,
what are
the girls,
challenges though? I mean, this is amazing what you're doing and that you'll be able to change so many lives. But a lot of people in this space say, the challenge is always funding or just to keep growing. I mean, maybe you have your own facility. Yes. What are the challenges?
The biggest challenge has been, of course, the acceptance in community. Because this is quite, our culture believes a woman should be home, cook, that jobs meant for women. Yeah.
Yes.
Like, so
maybe she should be a tailor or working in a restaurant.
Breaking the norms around that was really hard. Because you see the girls are quite desperate to do it. That has been my very biggest challenge. But I'm very grateful now. The community has because in Kawempe I've come to accept it, that a girl can still cover, put on an overall, work on the car, still have time, come back to you, like help out at home. It's not going to change who she is, but it's just giving her an extra like self-worth and self-sustainability. Yeah.
And she's also adding value at home, adding value to the family.
They don't understand it.
Yes.
She won't be begging for every single thing from you. So now I've been able to talk to the guys and I've been able to understand it. They've been trying
so you have a lot of conversations with the men
Yes, with the community so much, and the guardians and the husbands of these ladies, because some of them come and attack me that you're changing
you're changing my woman.
Yeah, exactly. You're making my woman so, how do they say it? In Luganda, I don't know how to say it in English. I'm spoiling. Yeah, I'm spoiling the girls. And also, of course, the fanning, because I don't have enough equipment, enough protective wear. So, and also where I am with the guy that I've partnered with, we don't have enough structures. So, because my sustainability is to enroll more of those who can pay for those courses, at least short courses, to cover for the girls who can manage it.
Yes.
So, but when you call a girl to come to pay for to learn a little bit of basic servicing of their car, they find our facilities like, who's going to study here? So, I'm still have a challenge. I still have so much to do to put up a very good facility. And also, since I'm passionate about that, I also started some other program that I'm passionate about. So balancing and have a very good team.
Which one is that?
That is the smart bags for girls.
Smart bags for girls.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I innovated a bag that helps keep girls in school during their menses.
Yes.
So also having the team that has the passion that I have in creating change in girls and women is really hard. I've lost teams along the way.
Yeah. I think people start out strong and then
yes. And also some who I've worked with do not understand my principles. Others, you'll find somewhere you're not going to find so many nice words. Some people don't have so many nice words to say about me because sometimes I get so ambitious. And if you partner with someone who doesn't understand who you are, you're bound to lose them. You're bound to let go of other people so that you can have spaces to work in. So maintaining a team and maintaining people who are quite passionate with you, who are patient with the fact that funds come in slowly.
Yeah.
And sometimes even if you've applied for funding and it has gone through, you have to work and wait for those funds along the way.
So you have to source your own funds in the meantime.
Yeah, exactly. So so that's the biggest challenges have been that, because I like working with people, but sometimes it's hard to find people who are quite that passionate with you and patient, and have like the same values with you, which is also something you have to respect. People have different dreams. So that has been the biggest challenge.
You've had to let people go. And especially if you've built something with that person, it can be difficult.
Gotten to know them, gotten to know how to work, and it's really I think that has been my hardest thing, letting people go. There's so many, I've worked with, ever since I got back, I've worked with so many people with teams that have kept on changing. But now my heart has gotten used to it. That along the way, eventually I'll have the stability and enough financial resources to retain them and make them happy, make each one happy in their own regard. But now I accepted to let those ones who have to go, so that I'm quite passionate to have this work. I will have it work, and it is working. It is working. Yes, sometimes it's really hard because I never really get to rest, but I've learned to take off. Like I would literally disappear like for 3 days, and nobody's finding me. I've traveled somewhere.
Okay. And so that's what you do for you now. You take your time for you.
I take my time. I value it religiously.
It's very important.
Religiously. Yeah, so when I started the Smart Bags too, the Smart Bags is out of the father-daughter dance that I used to do when I used to give out pads.
Ah, okay, yes.
Then I went back and to find out if the girls I was trying to keep in school are actually in school, and they were not in school.
For that reason.
Yeah, so for the reason, in fact,
you do have that challenge.
You give the girl a reusable pad, by the time she can't afford a reusable pad, she can't even afford just a book she's carrying to school. So you've given her a reusable pad that she's putting, maybe if she's able, she'll carry it in a Kavera. She goes to school, she needs to change that pad. She has nowhere to wash it from. They share wash facilities.
With the boys.
Exactly. Or she has to walk out of school, wash it, then like it's all like a bother. Then she'd rather stay home, use reusable pads from home. Then when she's done,
after the 4 days, 5 days,
so you've not solved the problem. So that's when I came up with a bag, because I found out the issue was the whole carrying the pads and the whole using.
So it has a special place to put the used pads.
Exactly. Special to everything. So it was really a smart bag to give them confidence.
That also looks nice.
Yeah, and they love. Most of them, I'd think they'd say, "Oh my God, now I can take back my pad and keep it very well." Most of them are so happy. "Oh my God, I have a bag and it's pink and it's kitenge." So, but it's cool. It's still solving the problem. We've been able to reach now 6,000 girls in the Eastern and the Central. And now while we're doing it, now we are planning to make a recycled bag, like it's a recycled from plastic.
Oh, okay. All right.
And now add solar to it too. That as much as it's keeping them in school during their messes, while they have solar in it, it's charging, so that if there's load shedding at home, they can charge, connect it to a light, and then they can be able to read their books.
Yeah, they can do their homework.
Exactly. No excuse at all to stay out of school.
That's fabulous.
Yeah, Jamila. So while I was doing this, I'm also doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, smart
that's
girls.
A lot. Smart girls is busy.
No, we're busy.
busy.
But I, oh my God, I enjoy it. Like I enjoy every single bit of it. Because even when I just take time to walk at Old Kampala, like just at the road, in the park, I can never miss a step. Where I get one person hold me, my hand is like, "You've changed my life." Or I know someone who you've changed their lives. I'm always getting inboxes in my phone I'm always getting WhatsApp messages, Facebook, someone saying thank you, and that means a lot to me.
And that's a true reward.
Yeah.
That's a true reward. Wow.
It's very, it's very amazing.
But you have to be passionate about it. You cannot do all this unless you're passionate about it. When you're talking about, you went into depression because you came back and your jail laundry services had also really dropped, and so many of the girls had gone back to the situations they were in before. I think that is probably one of the things that you also fight for the most, to make sure that they never have to go back.
Exactly, that's what I fight out. So that's why I think after that experience, my personal experience and the girls before, with the girls with tools, I'm trying so much to make it a 360, that I've skilled this girl, I've gotten her in internship or something. Now I'm working to even give them work.
Okay.
How? I'm about to start an old ladies garage. So it will be so cool. So I want to have, when these girls have graduated, they are now working either in one of my workshops, for a full year, and I have the others enrolled studying. So I've given her skill, I've given her work, but while she's working, the money that I'm paying her, I'm making sure she's saving at least half of it. That after that year, when she gets out, she has gotten skill, she's gotten a job experience, and she has enough savings either to start her own or to go to have a well-built CV to get another job elsewhere.
To carry her for at least for some time. Okay.
And now I've also partnered with the Innovation Village. They have a program where they have a Tukole program where they help source work for the girls. So I have different platforms. I do not just let them go. Because there's having skill and you don't know where to start to use that skill from.
And also people live hand to mouth, so to have that little on the side, it's very difficult.
Exactly. So that's the 360, and that's why also the smart bag, I made sure I use something called the design thinking. It's design with the beneficiary, not just think for them, but find out in the process when I've given her the bag, how do you feel? Why is this? Because how we found out how
working, what exactly do you need?
What's the problem? How do you want it better? What would you wish? How makes you want this different? So that's how I got to know about the recycling, the waterproof, because with the time when we were giving out the bags last year, it was quite a rainy season. So this is a kitenge cloth. So when they would walk to school, the stuff in the bag would get wet. So that's how we thought of now, the idea of making the plastic, making it waterproof.
Okay. So how is your son?
Oh my God, he's so stubborn.
How old is he?
But he made 3 years on December 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you balancing? I mean, there's a lot that you're doing.
Yeah, single mother. Yeah, I have my sister who helps me out.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm so grateful. I think for my son's age, she's so active and grown really fast, I think, because of my situation. So when I tell him to do this, he's never peed on the bed. He got off the pamper really young. He fed himself really young. And also I think because of the situation I went through in 2017, he will eat anything that is there. If it's good times, it will be good times. Chicken and when it's mokene time, it's mokene time. And black tea. So, he's flexible like his mother. Will survive in all situations. Okay.
Little blessings, I will say, that you have him and you get to see him grow, but then you also get to see how you can change so many people's lives. One of the things I've talked about so many times on this show with so many other people is the attitude some people have towards young people. That they don't want to work, that they're not serious, they don't follow through. And you've dealt with young people who are really desperate, actually.
Very desperate.
To work and to... So, do you ever see any of that, or?
Yeah, I've seen that so much, mostly with the ones who have been quite fortunate to have the good education, to have the resources. You understand? Because even with this is the other part of the other part of Smart Girls. I do mentorship for the young ladies who are in these top schools. I do a coffee talk, a business girl magic coffee talk to young ladies who are starting up businesses. I've seen that exactly in the girls who have been fortunate to get the education, to get upkeep. They take life easy. Mommy will always, even if I'm not working, will provide. Will provide. And also from these young boys don't want to work anymore. Like literally, That's why I want even to do the father-daughter dance again, to celebrate those good men who actually, despite all, actually still take care of their daughters, take care of their families. Because nowadays men don't want to work. Like, so I've seen it so much, but it's also about how we groom our kids, how we raise our kids, to them to understand that you really need to, like, the value of working, like the value of eating your own money.
Yes,
it
yes,
is very
having your own money.
Your own money.
You want something and you make your money for that something.
Than waiting to beg for it. So they don't understand because they've been given a lot, so they take it for granted. You have seen most of them, the girls we talk to in the coffee talk, and I'm quite fortunate that I've been able to inspire those out of that mindset. And also the fact that nowadays jobs, the normal usual jobs people know, are scarce.
Yeah.
Very scarce. We have over 100,000 graduating.
Yeah.
And some of them have studied human resource to be human resource managers. They can only take one manager, like one.
Yeah.
Literally.
In a whole company.
Exactly. The only people they can hire so many are salespeople. Even when I was in SMS1, I will hire a bit unexperienced salesperson.
Yeah.
So, like, they think everything is just going to be given out. Yeah. But and that's why entrepreneur. It's entrepreneurship, and we need an education system in Uganda doesn't do a service also. Yeah, the hands-on skills, the mindset, the inspiring the entrepreneurial skills when really early on. What the whites have really started so very well is to inspire the creativity, the hands-on, the entrepreneurship of kids when they're quite young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're not doing that.
Yeah, we need to raise. If our government is not doing it, it's you're the mother. You have to work it out. Yeah, it's on us. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Jamila, thank you so much.
I've enjoyed this.
Thank you.
It was lovely.
Thank you for being on the show and for sharing.
I loved it so much.
And I'm looking forward to supporting you.
Thank you. Yeah, we've been stalking you, but thank you.